Alright, this new one's called Satan's Alibi. It's about it's someone in the future, or maybe a vision I had of the future, of someone talking about the end of the first world. So this is in the future after the end of the world, that as we know it. It's basically the person is trying to figure out, whose fault it was. Because this song takes place 1,000 years after Satan's prison sentence, after his sentencing, when he's freed from the 1,000 years in jail, basically. So he's making people, think differently and act differently. So this person maybe influenced by Satan. So he starts asking the question, like, was it the devil's fault? Or was it God's fault? Is this the whole end of the world thing? Or does Satan have an alibi, for where he was for the whole end of the world thing? Basically it's just saying, like, asking, like, Satan's alibi is like, I was trying to make sense of this whole thing. I'm still trying to make sense of it. So, like, hey, darkness consumed the light, forgetting wrong and right. Was it the beginning or the fall of man the second time around? Was it just a part of his whole plan, or Satan's alibi? So I'm trying to figure out that whole chorus verse type thing, majig. So was it just a part of his whole plan? So basically, was it God's plan? Or Satan's alibi? Like, the way I'm looking at alibi is it like he's saying, like, well, I wasn't there, that was God's fault. God was there, and I wasn't there at the end of the world. So Satan could be lying to this individual. I'm just trying to analyze my song here. I just wrote it, so it's that's what usually happens. Like, I just write whatever comes to mind, and then I try to figure out the song after. That's the relationship I have with these spirits. With these spirits that surround me, they kind of write a song for me. Well, I kind of, help them out a little bit. Like, oh, that sounds good. That one's good. That works there, and it all kind of makes sense, lyrically, or whatever musically. It sounds good. But then when I try to analyze the song afterwards, I'm like, oh, I can see that how that makes sense, and I make connections with how the song can possibly make sense, and how it makes sense to me. So I'm trying to find the meaning in the song that is from the spirits. All right. I like to say I have part in the lyric writing as well, in the music writing. It's a co-written song. Both parties are written. The spirits and Perrin have wrote the song. So I'm gonna start putting that. I'm gonna start if when in the future, if anything happens with the songwriting stuff, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give credit to the spirits. Like, the spirits were. I'm gonna put it on the music, on the credits, like, written by spirits and Perrin Gomes. All right. Anyway, let me see if I can get this song this time. See if I can get it down. Across the Milky Way, where the Creator said, let there be light. The earth was made where his children played with the devil inside. They began to pray, and suddenly felt his mind. Into eternity, the flames of misery beyond the light. Darkness consumed the light, forgetting wrong and right. Was it the beginning or the fall of man the second time around? just a part of his whole plan, or Satan's alibi? The end had to come, and the Holy Son no one could hide. The ancient kingdom fell from the sun into the night. Darkness consumed the light, forgetting wrong and right. Was it the beginning or the fall of man the second time around? Was it just a part of his whole plan, or Satan's alibi? Was it the beginning or the fall of man the second time around? Was it just a part of his whole plan, or Satan's alibi? There you have it, Satan's alibi. So, you know, I'll get better at that song and play it again and explain full meaning of it. But that's the basic idea, is, you know, someone in the future describing the end the end of the first world, which I thought was a cool concept for a song. So and yeah, this is when Satan comes back after 1,000 years, blah blah blah. I already said it, but I'm just repeating it again so I can get it, you know. And I'm trying to figure out that damn chorus, man. Is it Satan's alibi, or is it part of God's plan, you know? So, alright, there you go. I'll figure it out. Peace.